All right, well, today I was going to, ride my dirt bike up Kings Canyon. And I know there's one bad washout section where now it could be so washed out that it's hard to get dirt bikes through there. I don't think it's impossible, but I'm like, before I ride my dirt bike up there, which maybe I'll do that tomorrow, because I like riding Kings Canyon. Last week I rode the Ash to Kings Canyon mountain bike trail, so over there in that actually I think it goes across that flat over there. I don't think it drops in the canyon yet. I just don't think pedal assist works on this bike anymore. That's what the problem is. Just crapped out and I haven't gone anywhere, so might have to get a new controller. Yeah, so anyway, we'll let it cool off for a sec. Yeah, it won't even turn on camera or the bike. Yeah, we're just going through all these water sections. Water in the eye, so water and mud. Papa Spooner. Used to ride this every week on my dirt bike. This is another road that doesn't change every week, but changes every year. But anyway, we'll turn this back on in a minute. We're probably getting fairly close to the washout. We'll see how that looks, but if a truck came down, maybe they got it opened up to vehicles that can come through now. Yep. So the rock slide area is fixed. No, I didn't videotape it. I'll have to do that on the way down. Oh, he wouldn't have got through here. There was a gentleman in a BMW SUV. He couldn't get past the rock slide area because there's rocks there, but he wouldn't have got through that area right there. So two areas he wouldn't have made it. Yeah, he might have headed on down, but I don't see him over there. He said he was gonna pull forward, but I think he just kept going. But anyway, 2 areas he wouldn't have got through. The rock slide area. Hey, buddy. Hey. A hawk, a regular hawk, I guess. But the rock slide area right straight in front of me. And you can see this rock, this tree, the tree behind it, and that's where there's a rock slide. And then usually it's washed out in that corner. But somebody fixed that, so you can actually get through that area in a Jeep or a small truck. And then there's a rock in there that we just went through and videoed. But yeah, I'm actually surprised to see a BMW SUV. I was like gonna ask him, did you get all the way through? I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. Well, I'm gonna turn on some tunes, I think. Anyway, I don't know what's going on with my pedal assist. It was acting up at the bottom, and then it works for a while, and then it cuts out. I don't know. So we're up above, Spooner Highway here. You can see it. You can see it down below. You can see it over there. You can actually see Kings Canyon Road over there. Off in the distance, straight across. So yeah, hallelujah. Wow, that's deeper than normal. I say normal, years ago. Used to be just a tiny little creek crossing. I'm going slow because I don't want to fling muddy dirt all over me and my lens. Muddy dirt, it's gonna happen anyway. Try to get some of it off here before I take off again. Well, this is usually the camp area I camp at, even with the adventure bike, but can be tricky to get out on the adventure bike if you don't have good tires. And there's some sticks laying on the road right now. I don't think it'd be too bad. A little bit rougher than when I used to do it. Looks like more rocks are sticking out, but still looks fun. Alrighty, another tree area with a little water. Got some water. Here you go, somebody else. How you doing today?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Yeah, and this is the other area where people camp. See, they even bring their mattresses. That's nice of y'all folk. Bring your box springs and mattresses and Lake Tahoe to leave out in the woods. We surely appreciate y'all. Wow, didn't see that. Can't see those rocks in the shadows. Hang on to your handlebars. Yeah. Okay, well, you can take ATVs. You're not supposed to take Jeeps. Okay, that water back there was deep enough to soak my feet. You know, and my pedals are like 6 inches off the ground, maybe 5 inches, but I'm like, oh, I could pedal across this. No, my feet are soaking wet. So I'll probably come up here on the motorcycle this year because looks like they fixed the washout area. I think I'm pretty close to it, so I'll just keep the camera on and I'll edit the length. See, but there's a big ass rock right here. That BMW SUV would not have gotten around that, even if he would have got past the rock slide area. He wouldn't be getting around that. And then the rock slide area, they actually fixed it, the washout area, because right in the corner it usually washed out. The road, you know, it washes out, so there's like almost no road. But they've fixed that. That's right here. This can get washed out, and they fixed this. All right, but then this rock slide area, you know, only Jeeps, I'm sure UTVs can get through that, but that's kind of funny. I mean, the water is a little bit deep back here. There was always water in there, but usually not that deep. But anyway. And I was wrong. I'm still going uphill, so hopefully I'll hit the downhill side here pretty soon, because you better run, chipmunk. I love chipmunks. I always loved that little house back there, right? Yeah, I always wanted to build a house back there. All right, so I lied. Coming down the single track on bottom of Kings Canyon. So I went up that road all the way up to the top where Spooner is, and then cutting through the mountains here on single track. Yes, sir. That's a dirt bike road right there, or it used to be. And then Kings Canyon Road, of course, is that bigger one over there. Yep. Alrighty, another successful China bike, e-bike ride, mountain bike. We went up Kings Canyon Road. And then when we got to the bottom of Kings Canyon Road, we took the single track mountain bike road.